Hey, welcome back to more MechWarrior 5 Pure Vanilla. Okay, so we're ready to do the next Chasing Ghosts mission. I think the count's off because I believe it's mission 3 that we're on, not mission 2. I'm not sure why it says part 2. I think that's just a typo that's just been in the game for a while. I could be wrong, but it seemed like we did 2 separate missions last time, so I'm not sure why this one is like this. Either way, we're going to go ahead and do it. Before we get started, I did want to look. We have a couple mechs that I kind of want to work on. I think the first one's going to be the Centurion. Maybe we should spend a minute to build this one. Even though we're in a zone that's going to be expensive, I don't think it's going to be that bad. Let's go ahead and just look at the details and repair all and just kind of see what we've got here. Looks like it's got full armor, which is really nice. So what do we want to do with it? We could do like a large laser. We've got roughly 23, 22, and a little over half a ton to work with. What do we want to do with this? We have a missile slot, so we could do this a long-range build, and that's kind of what I'm looking at doing. Could do like an LRM 10 stream, which means we'd have to have missiles for it, which isn't that big of a deal. And then what do we want to do, though, for the weapon? Normally, that would be a ballistic weapon. I'm not going to use the small energy slot. Really think there's a reason to do that. But we do have 2 mediums on the chest. Heat's also a factor, so we got to think about that as well. We could do a PPC and really do a long range. But it's 7 tons. I mean, let's put it on just to see what it'll do. That gives me 11. We still have to do some heat sinks because we're going to be really warm. And then, of course, if we did lasers... Now, we could do chem lasers. They're 1 ton apiece, although you're really looking at 4 tons because you're going to have 1 laser and then the ammo that goes with it. But it wouldn't be horrible. A PPC would do pretty well, and you could have kind of a mixed range thing. Or we could do 3 medium lasers and get rid of the PPC. Don't know what would be the better choice. I mean, for long range, this would be great. Let's just throw 2 mediums, like regular mediums on there, and see what that gets us, and we'll kind of work around it. Okay, so we definitely got to have some ammo, so we'll take the LRMs. 440 for shooting 10. I mean, that's what, 44 shots. It's pretty good, especially if that's not all you're doing. That does leave us a good amount of single heat sink space. So if we did, you know, a handful of these, we actually wouldn't be very hot. Now, we could also put in a melee weapon. We do have a slot for it. I just don't think it would be very viable. So we're going to build this kind of like a long range kind of mech, I think. And we technically could put like a half a ton. I don't know if they have half tons right now. They do have a half. So we could put 1 half in. Let's buy that. And now we've got plenty of missiles. 1.5 cooling. The PPC's hot. But it would be from a range distance, and then you would have your medium lasers. I don't know. It's not an amazing build. The other option is we drop the PPC, we do another set of lasers. I just don't think the small laser is really all that good. I don't think it would do well. We could do like a flamer or something. I just don't think that would work. And I don't think we can put a medium there. Yeah, we can't. So you're kind of limited on what you can do. But the 2 mediums, when we're not wanting to shoot the PPC, would be pretty good. And then we go LRMs for extreme long range. So we could be pummeling people from a distance and then getting close with these. I don't think it's too bad. It's about 500,000 C-bills, a little over. But not horrible for what it is. So I think we'll go ahead and do something like this. Would love to know in the comments what you guys think. What would you do for the Centurion AL build? Normally, I think it comes with, you know, missiles and then a handful of lasers. I don't believe it comes with a PPC, but it would be kind of interesting. I mean, 10 damage, what would we get if we did like a large laser? Same amount of damage, 2 tons less. What would we gain from that? I'm trying to think of something better. Other than heat, there's really not anything that I can think of that would really make it better, per se. And since we don't have multiple missile slots, you know, if I had the one that has the SRM-4s like the Shadowhawk, I would do that, but this one doesn't. So what could we put on this that would make it better? All right, for now, we'll go with this. And it's going to cost a lot because of where we are, but it's not really that bad. We're going to make some money doing these missions. So we'll at least have a Centurion, kind of a long-range Centurion, which is, I don't know, opposite of what I think of when I see those, but it is what it is. And we've got the Enforcer with the AC5 burst still hanging out, so that's good. All right, I think we're ready. Let's go ahead and do the mission. I did go ahead and take one extra cantina and, you know, repair all of our mechs. The cantina I took was kill 6 locusts. We keep seeing tons of them, so I want to go ahead and just take that. That seems like an easy one. Same thing with javelins and urban mechs. We run into those a lot right now at our difficulty, so we should be able to finish those pretty quick. I'm also really close to collecting 10 flamers and 10 SRM2 tier 0s, so those will be done pretty quick. And then hopefully, you know, we'll get through all of these and then we'll have more we can take. I think they've only got 2 right now. Yeah, the War Dog one would be good. We're not seeing Igors yet. At least I don't think I've seen one in a mission. And Vindicators, we see them, but it's kind of rare. All right, let's look at the contract. We're doing Chasing Ghosts. It's an assassination. As much as it pains me to admit, my son appears to be the leader of this collection of outlaws. You must put a stop to his madness by taking down his BattleMech. I wish him taken alive, but if you must pay for his crimes on the battlefield, then so be it. If I remember correctly, there's nothing you can do about it. You do have to fight him. We'll go ahead and take a little money to kind of make up what we just spent. And I can only take 2, so we'll go ahead and take 4 of the money. Damage coverage, I'm not really too worried about. And we're getting on Marik's good graces, so that's good, at least for while we're in this area. And I'm going to take the Jenner out. We're going to go in with the Dervish for this one. It's got good stopping power. And for you, 40 tons. What can we put in for 40? That's 50. That's 55. Problem is I don't have a lot. So I guess the Javelin or the Jenner is really my only 2 options. I don't want to lose my Jenner. I don't mind if the Javelin gets beat up, except for I kind of want to swap them. I like the SRM one up close. We'll build the Shadowhawk next. Now, technically, we could go with heavier mechs and just take 1 fewer and just have 3 pilots, but I kind of like running 4. It's kind of nice. We're also kind of leveling our characters up a little bit.
Well, this is certainly tricky. Ravid is seemingly alive and well, but as the leader of the very bandits that occupy these fringe worlds. Baron Stroud hopes we can take him alive, but we can't take any risks. Incapacitate Ravid's BattleMech first and foremost. Worry about your well-being first, and if we're lucky, he'll still be alive. But if he dies, he dies.
Alrighty, Von Drago. You'd think we were in a Rocky movie. Let's see, nothing there.
Our target must have given us the slip. Let's check out the other locations.
No, but there's probably going to be stuff over here. Now the question is, do we cut across? Oh, we got a mech. Yep, I'm gonna try to get him to turn and look at them and take his weapon off. That was the goal. Now I can sit back here and it's no problem. There we go. So I was trying to look to see if we should snake through, because we could go over this way and cut the one in the middle, and that may be easier. More than likely he's at the far end. Wow, there's a lot of just stuff here. Good job. Keep up the good work, guys. And do I want to go straight? Yeah, there's a way to cut through. Don't know what kind of mechs are going to be in this. It's been a long time since I played this mission, so we'll just have to kind of be careful. And Urbies are fine as long as we can do what we did just a second ago. We can take out their big AC cannon, whether it's a 10 or a 20. That pretty much makes them less of a threat.
destroyed.
Then we can take care of them as we need to. The team's doing a good job of taking down turrets. Alright, so we really want to go... Is it through here? Yeah, we want to go through here. There's a little bit of a lip. Or a low spot.
Target acquired.
Oh, what is all that? Just turrets? Nah, I can't hit it. Not easily, at least. Alright, team, let's see if we can kind of go through this.
Survival is threatened. Survival is paramount. Your death is imminent.
Interesting. Wasn't expecting to see him right now. Oh, we do have another vehicle here.
Destroyed.
Target acquired.
Yeah, if this is all you're sending at me, you're gonna be in trouble, man.
Target destroyed.
We do have a VTOL.
Coordinating our attack.
Ow. Oh, come on, guys.
Enemy
Thank you.
destroyed.
Now, he showed up on the map, but where...
Coordinating our attack.
Another Irby. What does he got? Oh, okay. Okay, so...
Attacking shared target.
LRM-10s. Ow, that hurt, too. I've also got a mech over here.
Moving on.
Yeah, I'm gonna help over here. That commando is trying to get him. I'm gonna try to get in behind. There we go, another commando. Let's just worry about finishing these guys off first. We do have another one behind us. I'm gonna go after this guy. All right, there he is.
Target acquired.
All right, he's down. Everybody go on him. We are taking a lot of damage. I'm getting kind of warm. Okay, he's missing most of his weapons. All right, lost the torso. Now he's down to nothing. Let's go back on the Irby.
Coordinating on target's ID.
That Irby's missing most of his weapons as well. But I will go finish him. Excuse me, sir. Bye.
Target destroyed.
Yeah, the AI could be better.
New target Griffin.
All right, we do need to take care of this guy. All right, weapon down. How are we doing on missiles? A little low. All right, team. Finish him.
Commander's target.
He's down.
Destroyed.
Let's go back after him. Is he running away? And I don't think it matters. I could try to take his legs out, but no matter what we do, I think you can't avoid taking him out. All right, we're gonna run down in here. I know there's some turrets.
I'm not picking up any vitals from Ravid's BattleMech.
Yeah,
It
nothing
looks
we can
like
do
it's
about it.
officially KIA. Anyways, get yourself out of there before the pirates swarm you. It's a shame we had to kill Ravid, but it was a potential risk. Still, I have to wonder what happened to him in the last decade to turn him into whatever he was.
Spider.
That bounty is ours.
Yeah, and we gotta go over there.
When you get back to the ship
Let's
safely.
fight these.
Target
I
acquired.
don't think a spider and an urban mech's too big of a deal. as my guy loses his parts. Great, we just lost our javelin.
Target acquired.
Hopefully he didn't die. That would be a problem. All right, team, I need you to take him.
Roger. Focusing target.
Well, that sucks. So we had our first mech loss of the playthrough. All right, got him.
Destroyed. Incoming missile. Target acquired.
Yeah, we are definitely taking some damage now.
Target destroyed.
We gotta head this way anyway.
We're heading that way, sir.
That's great.
Tango down.
Good job. Oh, lost our SRM Javelin. I mean, we can rebuild it. It's not the end of the world. And these kind of missions are more difficult, so it's not shocking that we lost a light. It is a bummer,
Acquired.
but
Target destroyed.
I don't know. We'll survive, I think. Even if we lose the pilot, which would be unfortunate,
Target destroyed.
it happens sometimes. What we do is dangerous.
Target destroyed. Target acquired. Target destroyed.
All right, let's go and finish this up. And 1.4 is not bad, but we are going to pay for it with our pilot that we lost. Ooh, man, we got a lot of stuff. The Griffin 1N wouldn't be bad. I mean, it's the same kind of mech that I've got. But we don't have the points for that. Was there anything special? Nothing special. So do we want any of these Urbies? I don't want the Commando. Even though it's worth more. Well, I'm going to sell them anyway. Maybe we should just take the Commando and sell it. I don't think the Urbies are going to be worth much. Now, we could collect them, but we killed 4 in that mission. That cantina should be really close to being done, if not already over. Although it may have been, was it 5 or 6? I can't remember. And we lost our pilot there. He died. So we'll get the mech back, but we're going to have to replace him. That sucks. And we just got them not that long ago. Like I think that was the newest pilot we had just picked up. So what a bummer. Now we could always replay these, of course. Some people do that, you know, save scum and redo it, and maybe we would get out of it. You know, I could have not engaged that last 2 mechs, but more than likely they would have caught up to us and done the damage to take them out. Before they went, though, they took 10 kills. I mean, 2 vehicles and 8 turrets. So they didn't do nothing. I mean, they had 515 damage. That is the danger of being a close range mech. So pour one out for our captain there. Logbooks and journals found among the ruins of pirate bases paint a grim tale of what transpired after my son's ship misjumped. The jump stranded them here with no means of outside contact, so they settled it with hopes of making the best of things. My son, is a trained diplomat and former free world soldier, quickly took charge of the survivors. However, isolation and dwindling supplies caused them all to turn on each other, but it was an insidious, non-lethal toxin in the water table that drove them to even higher levels of paranoia and violence, a state they called the Reckoning. When a ship passing through the system noticed signs of habitation and sent a drop ship to investigate, my son and his fellow survivors, driven by the toxin's altered state, attacked the crew and took command of their ship, ultimately using it to begin their reign of piracy and terror in this region, using stolen weapons of war, including what appeared to be lost tech, the Star League era. But no matter how far they ventured, Ravid's pirates always returned to this planet. Their bodies had become so used to the toxin in the water that going extended periods of time without it sickened them. My son's death was an unfortunate circumstance from all this tragedy, but at least now I know what became of him. I can finally put his memory to rest. That's really sad if you think about it. I mean, what he was doing was not necessarily his fault, so I do feel for him. That does suck. All right, well, not an amazing mission. It was great up until the end there. And yeah, we got 4 out of 5 urban mechs taken out, so that's good. We're going to have to look. There's another high value one. I think what we'll do is we'll do a regular mission and then we'll start the high value one. So let's see what the damage is here. First off, we're going to sell the Commando, and the reason for that is most of your cantinas are like turn in 3 or 4. I have 2, so unless it's specifically looking for the 2D, that gives us 3 if I get rid of one of these. We're not really using them a whole lot anymore, so there's no reason to keep another one. But I will throw it into cold storage and get the parts back. And then let's see, any of these, they're all about the same damage. Let's just sell one. Yep, I'll take the money. And let's see how, yeah, so he got cored out. Just not quite enough armor. Didn't lose any weapons though, so that is good. So I guess at this point we'll just do a repair all. And as long as he's not missing any weapons, I think we're okay. It's going to take 23 days. That's not so bad. It could be worse. The bigger issue is we lost a pilot. Let's see, anything here? The missile carrier units, we do that a lot. That would have been a good one. But we're close to finishing multiple. And I don't want to drop the locust one. I think we're going to do that pretty easy too. So I think we'll leave what we've got. Is there any missions we can do here? I don't think so. What's our timeline looking like? So there's nothing else to do here, so we might as well leave. There is, let's see, a demo contract. It's a pretty easy one. Or we can kind of head over. We got to go over here to Lopez. What if we jump here? There's an objective raid, although I don't like who it's against. And there's also, there you go, there's some Marik contracts. And they're not against anybody that I don't want to fight, so that would work. We could do that one. The other options are we travel down here, but these are like 6s and 8s. And this is kind of why I wanted to get some of these done. Now, technically, we could jump over here. Yeah, let's do this. Let's go here, do a mission, and then maybe we hit the repair areas, do some shopping, and then we'll jump up to Lopez and start those. And No Pilots Left Behind is now a mission that's available. That may be the one we're getting close to, so we'll go ahead and accept it. I don't know where that is on the map, though, so let's check. Yeah, it's the one we were getting in range of doing. And that is part of the Heroes of the Inner Sphere DLC. So if you don't have the DLC, you won't see that one. These are decent missions. The nice thing is for those, there's no time frame that you have to finish them in. So they just start appearing once you get to a certain point. And then you just do them at your leisure. You don't have to go and do a forced, deployment, which is kind of nice. Okay, so that's a little ways away. It's 20 more days. I do want to see what we've got left. Okay, all of our work orders are done, so we've got the Javelin back. Is there anyone? There's no one here that we can get, so we're down to... Not amazing. We still have Jimenez, the Javelin Mech Affinity person, and the others. We've got 2 that I kind of want to get rid of. I want to get rid of Murphy and McCleary. We haven't really used either one of them, and they're pretty low level. But I don't want to do that until we at least pick up one more. Because if the same situation happens, we've got 4, 5, 6. So we can afford to lose 1, but if we lose 2, it's going to be a little harder to field 4. At least 4 good ones. Okay, so what's the contracts? We can do this one or this one. Well, okay, so here's the thing. It's Independence. It's a targeted kill. We might face the Black Hearts, more than likely based on the pay. I think we want to go ahead and do it. Normally I wouldn't do that because we are trying to work on Marik. But we could do this one right after. And that would kind of bounce things back the way it was. Although they could actually be on our team too. Maybe we do this one first and then do the other one. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do Break the Standoff. So it's a battlefield. Black Hearts are active. Good to know. So they would support us if they did show up. And they like us semi-good, so we get decent money. I think I'll take the salvage over the money just by a little. We kind of were not really net negative or positive on the last mission. We just kind of broke even.
We're reading heavy weather warnings out there, Commander. Expect limited visibility and sensor malfunctions on this mission.
Okay, and we can actually have 55 tons. So I think we can get away with either the Enforcer or the Griffin. I think we'll put the Griffin in. And out of who we have left, who do we want? Because I guess Weber. None of them are good. But the other 2 are really bad. You're good with lasers. That's better than the others. Okay, and then the Javelins, lasers, yeah. We won't quite have the hitting power. I'm going to go with the Dervish for this. What do we want the Dervish? Maybe not. I like running the Jenner. What actually, no. Let's do the Centurion. Let's mix it up a little. I want you. How are you with missiles? You're good with missiles. You're in the Centurion. And actually, I need to go and change a few things. All right, so that's a 50-tonner. So this will have to be, we'll have to give you the other SRM. javelin, depending on what I pick. Now I could go dervish, griffin, or enforcer. Let's try enforcer, which means you don't have to be in the javelin. You can be in something heavier. I'm not giving you the dervish. So really, this is our only options. I think that's too much. Yeah, that's what I thought. So the javelin's fine. That should work okay. But I do need to go back and look at our... Actually, I need to go look at our BattleMechs. I didn't do one thing. I don't know how much it matters. I've been told it doesn't. But we'll just do it anyway, just to be careful. That way, if I take over the mech, I know what I'm doing. So we'll do something like that.
We have the opportunity to pull up a big payday if we can maintain this position beyond what our contract stipulates, Commander. That said, Farhad will never shut up about it if your mechs return to the hangar looking like Swiss cheese. Good luck.
Okay, but they should be on our side.
We look forward to working together. Our
Us too.
employer speaks highly of you.
Okay, they've got fire starter and a javelin, so it's not like they're bringing heavy tonnage either. And I've got decent range. And we're on an ice planet, so heat's not a problem. Alright, so it's basically like a war zone. We don't really have to protect anything, so that's nice. So where would be a good place to battle? Probably out in the open a little. Not to where we could get hit by all sides, but, you know, maybe where we have some room to fire. Alright, Scorpion tank. Please, team, do not hit me. Not a great hit there. Ow. Where'd he go? I can't see him. There we go. Blammo. Alright, there's 3 down. Oh no, there you are. Got him.
Enemy mech forces spotted operating in the area.
Yep, that's what I figured. Yeah, see, I like fighting over here. We have room to set up a firing line. There is a VTOL.
Attacking shared target.
Yeah, I need my Centurion. I can't hit. I hit him a little. There you go. There's some LRMs. That's good. All right.
Target destroyed. Target acquired.
I'm not sure where you're shooting at there. All right, they're on this side. I think we'll go over there. What do we got? Panther and a fire starter. Yeah, let's see what we can do. I can kind of I can lay it on pretty thick right here. He's almost cored out. Got it. Oh, took an arm. Missed that time. The other mech's not coming yet, so we'll just wait. Alright, he's done. You haven't taken much damage. Here comes the other one. Close in on the Panther, please.
Recon has spotted additional bogies, heading along a trajectory that
Trying to get that arm off.
position.
I mean, we could salvage him if we could just hit his legs. Alright. Ooh, I took some damage though. Okay, a Vulcan and a Shadowhawk. Let's let our friends go up there. Yeah, you guys go over there. Go ahead. Go right ahead.
We are on your target, Commander.
Alright, he's almost done. Shadowhawk's still coming. Where's this guy going? Alright, he's down.
Target destroyed. Target acquired.
And we'll give the order to fire as soon as he comes over here, because we are not going to you. You're coming to us.
Enemy forces continuing to converge on your location. Stay frosty, Commander.
Yeah, you've got a PPC. Use your PPC. Okay, team. Alright, if we can get his cannon off, that would be good. It's kind of hard to. Alright, he's down.
Destroyed. Target acquired.
That was another Panther, is that what it said?
Last target
Oh, Phoenix Hawk.
engaged.
Okay, so take the arms.
Coordinating on target's ID.
If we can get some pulse lasers, I think that would work better in the Centurion. Alright, with you, you're probably going to punch out. Yep, that's pretty much the way
Target destroyed.
or not Shadow, Phoenix Hawks do.
Target acquired.
Burn that target down.
Yeah, I can punch you if you want to get closer.
Enemy forces continuing to converge
Toast.
on your location. Stay frosty, Commander.
I think we're good. Sometimes I hang around for these, but I don't know that we want to. I don't think we're going to get very much money from doing it. I'll wait a second just to see if we get something for our cantina. Because the team's in pretty good shape. I mean, you're a little beat up. A little more. And I could always run and touch. I am hearing a VTOL.
Acquired.
There's
Recon
one.
reports additional forces entering the engagement area, Commander. Be on the lookout for them.
We are looking. But the VTOLs are no more, so what do you got? Wait. Where's it coming from? I see it hitting.
Target
Oh, a whole bunch.
Kill confirmed.
Take that one.
destroyed.
Okay, they're down.
Target destroyed.
And I thought, yeah, I thought I saw a carrier out in the distance. Good enough. Let's just go. Okay, so let's see how we did here. And we did encounter the Black Hearts, so we'll get some intel. I don't believe you get as much intel when it is a friendly encounter versus like a enemy encounter. But still good. We can take the Panther, or we can take a Vulcan. Personally, I think the Vulcan's crap. I don't think it's worth it. But I like me a Panther, so I'll take that. Especially if I could replace... I can't really replace the weapons too much, but we could do SRM-4 Inferno. It's only got one slot, though. That's the only downside. I was hoping for two. I can't remember if there is a 2-1. Let's see. PPCs. We only have 4, so we might as well take one of those. And, ooh, that's a nice short burst. We'll take that. What else you got? Anything good? Not a lot. We'll go ahead and take these AC5s. And for 1 point, we'll take the medium laser, I suppose. Everything else, we've got tons of. You know, we don't have this tier 2 machine gun, so I will take that. Or do we want the flamer? I think we want the flamer. And it's insufficient, I know. We're going to uncheck one of these. I think we'll get rid of one of those. And let's get both of these. They're not worth much, but if we're collecting, we might as well have them. All right, level up for me. How'd everybody else do? A little bit of experience here and there. Nobody did a ton of damage. But 2 mech kills between second and third pilot. The other guy didn't do much at all, really. I mean, he did some damage. The missiles probably help, actually. So it's not horrible. We'll keep working on that one. I might take that one in sometime. And I took some damage, but not a huge amount. I needed to be a little bit more careful there. I kind of stood in front of that Panther, but it is what it is. Well, I think since we're here, we might as well do the other contract, even though it's going to drop Marik down a bit. I think that's okay. But we do have to repair. So, ooh, you know, Panther. Let's just do a real quick build on it. We can't take it in the next mission, but we might as well. I'm going to go ahead and drop it over here. and then put it back. It's a good, easy way to cheat that. And let's look at it real fast. Let's do a repair all. And we may just set it up to where we go to the next high value for next time and not do it this time. Oh, no, wait. Wait, this is a spider. What? I grabbed the wrong one. I was gonna say, I was like, where are my laser hard points? There it is. Wow. I think when I dropped it over, it shifted around. Woo, that was scary. Okay, now we're looking good. Repair all. And yeah, we're gonna need, I'm gonna put max armor. We'll do what we can with it. Let's just see. By the way, does the market have, ooh, I need one of those. And that's all it gives, but I think I can turn in that cantina now, so we'll do that in a minute. All right, PPC, tier 2 is pretty good. And then we said SRM4, and I think we were talking about doing some Infernos. Although, is there a point in Infernos? I think a regular SRM4 would be better. Just for the damage. And we're not going to really heat people up too much. So all we're doing is it does, let's see, what's our heat? 3 versus 2.7. I think I would rather have the lower. Now we could put an SRM6 on this, but then I think our tonnage would be nuts. Okay, so that's pretty good. We're fully armored, although we don't really have to armor the left hand. It's good to have it anyway. And I do want jump jets of some sort. All right, that'll work. Doesn't need to jump a lot. Pop-tarting is nice, though. And our cooling is abysmal, so we're going to probably fill this up with cooling and then save enough for one set of SRM ammo. Because really, that's all we can do. We are way too hot. Now, we could do like a laser, like a large laser. It would be 5 tons, and that may make more sense for this guy. Especially being a brawler. I don't know. You know, what if we didn't do SRMs? What if we did LRMs? Actually, no, I want these jump jets. I didn't mean to take those off. And yeah, I have a tendency to drag them back and forth. Technically, you could right-click them and put them over. I just, it's a force of habit. I like to visually work on things. So I apologize if that annoys people. We probably can't put more than like a 5. That's 2 tons. What's a 10? 10's 5 tons. Yeah, so we wouldn't even have enough for ammo. So maybe SRMs are the better play here. It doesn't pair well with the PPC, but what else can I do? Any suggestions would be great. If we had a pack of these, sure, we could do, you know, Infernos and everybody has PPCs and we blast things from a distance and, you know, it'd be great. But as things stand now, I don't think we can do that. And we don't have any other slots, so you're limited to basically 2 weapons. We can go PPC or we can go large laser, which are kind of interchangeable from a damage standpoint. The weight is the main, and the weight and heat is the difference. 7.6 versus, I don't know, what's a large laser? Unfortunately, I don't have these memorized. Heat 7.5, damage is 10. They're almost identical. The only difference is weight. I don't know. We still have enough room for a couple heat sinks. I don't know that we need... Well, I got to put my SRM ammo in, so I'll put that in. And then we still can put in... It would be nice for 2. Like 1 in the head. And then what I'd like to do is maybe drop a couple points. And since we can lose some on this arm... And then maybe 1 point off of the legs. And that wouldn't be so bad. We'll go down to 20. Well, yeah, 20, and then we'll put 1 more point back in the head. Losing a point off the legs is not the end of the world. I think that'll work. So that's a decent little mech. It's going to be kind of pricey. We do need to be careful about spending all this money. Especially in the zone we're in. You know, the penalty is not that bad. The time is. The time's awful. And we'll go ahead and repair all. Okay, so we got all these work orders. We're going to go ahead and do the mission we're here, so we don't need to worry about anything else. But let's turn in this one. 500,000. So there goes there. You know, we basically paid ourselves back for the money we just spent, and we get some machine guns, and you know, some rep. It's nothing great. Oh, and we didn't quite get it. That's a bummer. Real close though. Okay, so upper hand, targeted kill. When you're in constant state of war, you'll do anything to get the upper hand. In this case, we need to rely on your service as mercenary. We believe several high-ranking enemy targets are somewhere near Villanueva. I don't know if I said that, Nueva. We'll pay handsomely for your efforts in eliminating these targets. And we have the black hearts. It's worth a lot, so probably going to run into them first. This is a good mission for the dervish. And I could take that and hope to get something good, especially since the money's already pretty decent. And we're going to take the enforcer out. We're going to go dervish. Pretty much take out anything I need. I like the centurion, so we'll leave it. I do like this SRM. Maybe we put in the fire starter. Can't bring the panther in yet. So we're getting a pretty decent mix of mechs.
Looks like we're at the wrong place, Commander. Our target must have given us the slip. Let's check out the other locations. Scouts have ID'd contacts nearby. Exact position unknown. Acquire target and engage. Something's wrong, Commander. There's an unrecognized dropship closing in on your position.
Alright, there they are. Let's go over here.
Losses made plentiful. Lock on and terminate.
Hostile mech spotted.
Yeah, I'm trying to stay away from the dropship so we don't get shot.
Forming on you.
Vulcan.
Firing on the commander's request.
Okay, it's a pair of Vulcans.
All right, Commander. I'm in place for an emergency evac.
I think we'll be okay
Complete the mission if you can.
if I don't miss like that.
We're ready to burn when you are.
Alright, he's down. I did not mean to finish him off that easy. So he must have been damaged.
Coordinating our attack.
What is he shooting at? Alright, he's down to a leg.
Good job, Commander.
It's because your team
Those
sucks.
mercs will think twice before trying that again. Looks like you don't need evac anymore. See you when the mission's complete.
Alright, pretty light damage. They were mostly shooting machine guns at us, so not a big deal. We took the mission and I almost forgot that that was going to happen.
I'm not seeing our targets at this location.
Yeah, but someone powered up.
We might have more luck there.
Alright, now we know there's a mech.
Phoenix Hawk.
On the commander's
It's a
target.
medium. Let's go fight the medium before we go and fight, because he's gonna come in. Okay, well, we could go there. I was gonna sneak around, but that's fine. That's fine. Let's go take care of that guy. Because if he starts attacking, like if there's an alarm and they start coming after us, he'll be in our backside, and I don't think that's what we want. There he is, alright. Yeah, he's running away. There is another mech in the distance as well. We're gonna have to deal with that as well. Sit down, sir. Alright, Jenner.
Engagement on lead targets.
I like to shoot Jenner's head on because they lead with their face. And I got a little worm there. Team's taking care of it though.
Heat critical.
Okay, yeah, he's just out. He was probably having explosions internally. Because I don't think anybody hit him right there at the end. I think damage was transferring between parts. Alright, onward. I'm gonna break some of these so our team does not get hung up on anything. Sad the things you have to do to keep the team in line, but it is what it is. Alright, what are you doing? Why are you turning around suddenly? Are you just looking, or are you confused? Alright, this is a targeted kill, I believe, so we need to get in here. Hopefully it's nothing big deal. But I have seen where we have had one or two small mechs and then like a much larger mech.
Positive visual on the target, Commander. I've marked it on your tac screen.
He's damaged already. I wonder why.
Copy. We're on it, sir.
Can you shoot him?
Enemy. Mech detected.
My Centurion?
Contact. Enemy vehicles on the move.
Target.
Raptor unit engaging with
Alright, we do have an Irby. I will go after the Irby real quick. Not where I wanted. Alright, Irby down.
Destroyed. Target acquired.
Yeah, I was not super worried about the crab. I mean, he's doing damage to me, but I would take a crab if we could get a crab.
Target acquired. Target destroyed.
Oh, and we do have a dropship here. They're coming to bail their buddy out.
Raptor unit squad taking heavy damage.
Alright, there's some damage. Both arms are gone. I'm overheating though. Turn around. Alright, he's gone.
Good job.
Now what have we got going on?
Commander. Let's get you out of here now.
Are those dueling spiders? If they're just spiders, we can take them. No, it's a Vulcan and a spider. I'm not worried about you. Heat's problem, gonna have to cool down, and that flame unit is not going to help me. Just kind of let him do whatever. Alright, there's one leg. Spider, if I can do the same thing. Ah, shut down. It was alarming, I should have known. Alright, we're starting to get quite a bit of things in here. We need to be careful. I'm gonna cool down for a bit.
Copy. We
Yeah,
have it,
turn and
sir.
kill him. Ooh, good hit. Let's just switch to single fire for a bit. There we go.
Destroyed.
And we still have the spider who's limping along out in the distance. Let's go finish them. Where is our pickup's over there anyway.
Target destroyed.
All right, sorry spider.
Target destroyed.
And let's see what do we got here.
Target
Okay, oh,
destroyed.
there's one behind too.
Incoming missile.
Yeah,
Received.
get him.
Engaging.
Turn around, get him. All right, I got him.
Destroyed.
At least the Centurion turned around and shot him. That's better than nothing. I think that's everybody. Let's call this one and go home. Okay, so we got some more intel. Good money. And we've reached intel level 2. So what's our prize? And 18 points, we can take quite a bit. I don't know what I want. We could take the Vulcan, probably would be the smart play. Although the Phoenix Hawk, it's not a bad mech. It's just not great. 2 ballistics. I mean, it's basically the fire starter in medium form as far as the weapons we've got on it, because it's 2 machine guns, a large laser, a medium laser, another medium laser. I think actually, even though this one's probably worth more, I think we'll take that one. We may keep it. And then I want some more SRMs, please. And is there anything else? No Cantina stuff. So I guess we'll just go with a medium laser. Why not? And I was cleaning up that time and really not taking much damage. Everybody else, well, okay. Weber, you didn't take much, but you didn't deal much. The other two, the Centurion's actually been a good get because it's 383. I mean, that's not horrible. Didn't kill a thing, but at least it was doing damage. I pretty much finished off everything except for just a few in the fire starter. It took out a couple vehicles, it looks like. Turret and a Mac. Well, I got one Mac. But we got a good payout that time. 2.8's nice. And we just received an unsolicited delivery of high-grade weapons with no message beyond a C-bill symbol. Commander, I have to ask, have you been in contact with someone claiming to be the bounty hunter? Tread carefully with that individual. The real bounty hunter is a living boogeyman among the mercenary community. They built a reputation of hunting and cashing in on some of the highest value bounties on criminals, politicians, nobles, and mech warriors through the inner sphere for over 100 years. All of their marks brought in dead. Provided this hunter is the real deal and not some hotshot imitator, this is not a person you would ever want to cross unless you have a death wish. I will admit your father did have some dealings with someone claiming to be the hunter. While I don't know how he initially came into contact with them, your father was always of the opinion that as long as he kept himself useful to the hunter, he would not find himself on the wrong end of their mech's PPC barrels. Just be careful, Commander, whether this hunter is the real deal or a copycat. That faceless merc and the reputation that comes with them is dangerous. And we got 1 million C-bills, so that was worth it. And tier 4 machine gun, tier 4 medium lasers, SRMs, wow, good stuff. And blood packed light. I'll show that off here in a second. Okay, we've got a transmission. And he's just talking about, oh, how the mighty have fallen. And just kind of complaining about the black hearts a little bit. Talking about karma. Okay, cool. So we just say accept you. And we can turn in our urban mech one, so we'll do that real quick. 1.4. So we actually getting the money. Not enough to actually level up anything, but, you know, still pretty good. And I'll show real quick. I think it was a light that you could use it on. So probably, let's see if the fire starter is one of them. So when you go into paint, you have all these different camos. And you can unlock some through doing intel for the bounty hunter. And blood pact is one of them. So here's what the colors look like. So if you like something, you know, out of Tron, that's pretty cool. I don't think you can change the green color. I think it always glows green, but you can change the other colors. So if you wanted white or black or red or whatever, it is very cool looking. I think we will run a mech with this, but we'll figure that out later. If you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, and subscribe.